What a lovely, bright, and energetic Friday morning.
That's how it is, my friends. That's how it is.
Right.
On Fridays, I'm ready for the ladies.
Oh, yes.
I'm a lady killer right here.
I heard you.
They heard me too.
Oh, they heard you too out there. Loud and clear. Moses Mekenya, welcome to the show.
Thanks.
You're speechless.
Moses is suffering.
Moses
His
suffering
weekend
and
started
suffering,
too early.
Way too early, I bet.
He done spoil it.
No, it's a cold, man. It's really taking me down.
Oh no, man. I'm really
see?
feeling this. I'm feeling this Friday to the bones,
Yeah.
It's you guys, the talk they had on the CFM breakfast, it's I don't know.
It made me thirsty. That's what it is.
Now
I want to go
just
to
had
a
to come
bar.
in and tell them the point,
Oh yes.
And
I need to go to a bar and enjoy some futures.
Oh, sure. You need to do that.
Away from them, yeah?
Very far away.
With a couple of brown bottles right in front of you.
Absolutely.
And whatever places you came from, I mean, what are the happenings? What are the happenings around you?
Okay, speaking about that.
Yes.
You guys, what has technology done to our lives?
Tell us.
What has it
Yesterday,
done?
I didn't sleep yesterday the whole night.
Oh,
really?
Because of some technology?
You know what? This neighbor next door. You know, I'm bringing in this because we've been making this news about ICT technology and stuff.
Yes.
But now you wonder, what is it doing to our lives? The neighbor
Yes.
yesterday, this is off the record,
Yes.
was
Off the
really
books.
Yeah.
giving blows to the neighbor. Now what we had to do as the neighbors, we had to go and intervene.
Yes.
We're like knocking on the door. We're like, hey, bro, what's up? Is everything okay? Now, when we bump into the house,
Yes.
the first thing the neighbor is showing us is a text on his smartphone.
Yes.
You know what the text read?
No.
The text basically was from a neighbor next door
Yes,
writing
yes.
to this man.
Okay.
He's saying, sorry, bro, I have been using your wife for so long.
Yes.
I really felt the guilt, and I had to tell you that I've really been using your wife without your knowledge
Your knowledge and consent.
and consent. So basically, I'm writing this to apologize and
Yes.
say I'm really sorry, and I'll stop using your wife without
yes.
your permission from today henceforth.
Yes. No hard feelings.
So when the guy saw this text, when the guy saw this text,
Yes.
the first thing was to send blows to the wife. The
Yes.
wife was very innocent. She didn't know anything. Now the thing is, in the middle of the discussion, he's trying to tell us what really happened. I was handling his phone, actually trying to read the text and understand what's happening on.
Yes.
Another text pops in.
Oh la la.
I'm like perusing through the text. The text read, sorry, typo. I meant Wi-Fi, not wife.
But already
That is smart Rwanda days for you.
The damage is already done.
Smart Rwanda days.
Very good one, Moses.
No,
Very
what
good
you
one.
tell your wife? What you tell your wife after that?
Indeed, that was a smart Rwanda day.
Well, honey, no hard feelings. Blame it on the neighbor.
ICT and technology.
Oh, yes.
What it
I-
will do to our lives.
And indeed, that's why we need more of smart Rwanda days. I don't think the 2 days are enough. Maybe we should tell the minister to extend it
That
further.
was really a big error just from a typo. You know these phones, they have the dictionary and everything. Once you
Oh,
type
yes,
in,
and the
they do the
suggestion
completion,
thing. Yes.
They
Yeah,
give
so
you the word.
it's all WIFR.
That is it, the guy's like, wife.
Yeah.
Now,
I'll get you. Don't worry yourself. Don't type the whole word. I got you there, my friend.
Let me help you here.
Oh, yeah. Smart
Interesting.
Rwanda days indeed.
Indeed,
Yes.
smart. And now, one thing is that the issue about noise.
Yes.
The noise talk keeps, like each and every day, there's something and something and something. And I was just looking at the New Times, the newspaper. It's not on their website, but the hard copy, the newspaper.
Yes.
I was looking at the editorial by Stano there. And on the editorial picture, what I see Stano has drawn here is somebody, a man in his house, a Mabati house. It's at night and he's peeping through. There's a hole on the Mabati, so he's peeping through to the neighbor's house.
Yes.
And his thoughts, he's saying, I should report my neighbor to the police. his wife is making too much noise.
Is it his wife or his Wi-Fi? Oh, I see you peeping, Tom.
Yes.
Oh my goodness, noise pollution.
Noise pollution.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere. You know. Yes,
I
and
know.
it is also it was also accompanying a piece again, of course, about noise. Basically, even what I've seen the guy who wrote the article, Dean Karemera, whatever he was expressing here, I think basically is part of things, we've actually discussed on this show.
Absolutely. Now imagine this, myself and Moses, we like to do some MCing gigs. Imagine you're trying to tell a crowd, make some noise! Not too much, not too much, not too much. Don't go over 80 decibels. You'll be arrested.
Keep it 50 or 40.
Imagine your whole audience gets arrested by the police.
I know.
Oh my.
They could arrest people listening to this show.
It's a new wave in town.
We're bringing the noise.
Oh yes, and even making much more noise with Albert on the show. Albert,
Oh,
This is
yes.
the necessary noise.
necessary
that
noise
is
on a
getting
Friday.
inside. You guys are
Absolutely.
noisy, yeah?
Oh, we are very noisy. It's the ladies.
It's
They
the
got us
wives.
all-
It's
the
the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi's.
The Wi-Fi's. You heard how Leon turned on the ladies.
No, but since we can't enjoy the evenings anymore, we might as well enjoy the mornings.
You know.
I brought my own handcuffs. Don't bother yourself. I'll bring myself. Your neighbors.
You turn yourself in.
Yeah, absolutely. I said I was quite nosy. Did you hear me?
But very funny
Yeah.
is that lane now, because I'd never noticed all of these years that we've been in this neighborhood. You know, we're part of the hood.
Yes.
But the lane that goes there to our neighbors in blue,
Yes.
the Smurfs. You know, well, you know how it's called.
How
It's
is it
called Avenue du Lac Rgueru. Can you
serious?
imagine?
Are you serious?
I mean, go there.
It's a discovery.
You know, 10 meters from here.
I'm starting to suspect some people. Where can we throw these bodies? Wait a minute. Our street is called like Gweru. Where is that? Oh, it's at the border with Burundi. Let's try that and see.
but
Don't make too much noise about it.
Yes.
necessary noise.
Necessary noise.
But this morning, I know this. It's not in the Furaha days style, but this
Oh,
morning,
you
my
done
my
spoiled
my,
now.
my my first discovery reading on my phone. Somebody sent me a link. To a Burundian blog,
Yeah.
and the story now is taking some new
What's
new
the
angle.
What's the story? What's the
Unexpected
story?
turns?
Tell us.
Yes,
more.
well, it's on it's called Burundi 24. It's on a WordPress.com. It's a blog.
Yes,
And
yes.
and the guy tells a story that these people could be in fact Bafurero from
What the hell are these people from?
yeah, that's Southern Kivu. And apparently they've been operating in Southern Kivu, and these are people who are operating with Imbonerakure, that militia or the youth movement from the ruling party in Burundi, operating in Congo, and apparently these are people who have been trying. They created like a mutiny against the people who are working with them under the Imbonerakure and the Burundian army in Congo, and these people have been killed by them because of mutiny, and then dumped into the Lake Rweru. Apparently there are 46, 51. It's in a blog, Burundi 24. Have a read. I don't know how serious it is, but it could be serious. It's another. I mean, if. At least he's feeling some
of different bodies from the ones you've been hearing
No,
about.
that
Or the same
everyone is wondering who are those bodies, how they get there, you know. And
I was so looking forward to my Friday.
okay,
Oh, yes.
Now you done
Albert.
spoiled it.
Don't spoil it.
but that's. I mean, what's interesting here is that at least it's a very different angle as what has been presented up to now, and this ball of sending to the neighbor and sending it back, and so apparently it could be a sweep, as they say, to be continued.
To be continued.
Continued, right?
Bring us back. Bring
Okay,
back the
take
mood,
us
Michael.
back.
Let me bring back the mood, the
Bring
Furahi
back
Day
the
mood.
noise.
Yes. Okay, now on igie.com, there's a story on Igie about a restaurant that offers discounts to customers carrying a gun.
Where is that? In Rwanda?
Louisiana State.
Okay.
It can't be Rwanda.
I was shocked. Where is that?
Louisiana State.
Louisiana, like Louisiana, Mississippi.
Yes.
I'm asking.
Yes, Mississippi. Actually.
Mike.
Yes.
You know how they spell Mississippi?
Oh,
It
it has a lot of double
Well,
S's
just put some
and
SSS,
P's.
then P.
Yeah.
You can
You can never go wrong
put
with
some
double,
parental
triple S's.
put some parental control.
parental
but
advisory.
because Emma come first, then I come, then two S's come together, then I come again. You know?
And I thought that was the controversial one.
Next.
So Louisiana, but these gun laws in the States are crazy, and their relationship with guns.
Yeah.
You know, there was this very interesting documentary that was called Bowling for Columbine.
Yes.
There was a few years back when some high school kids from a town called Columbine went home, got some guns, and then started shooting the whole school. And then someone made a documentary about that because people were at first blaming the music, the kind of music they were listening to. And the guy's like, why are you blaming the music? Before they came to shoot the school, to shoot their schoolmates and the teachers, they went bowling. So why are you not blaming bowling then?
For that.
So that's why they called it Bowling for Columbine. So now this guy went around in the States and was trying to see the relationship that Americans have with their guns. He's an American guy too, but he's an anti-gun type of guy. He's a very famous guy, Michael Moore. So one thing very interesting, there's actually a bank he went to.
Yes.
Where the rewards they give you for opening an account with that bank
gun.
is a gun.
It's a gun.
And he's telling them, but guys, really? Is it smart to give a guy in a bank a gun that is loaded? It has it actually has bullets in them.
I think
that's
it's
obsession
just a
thing.
perfect case of
Moore is the
shooting
same
yourself
guy
with the
that
leg.
did the 911.
Yeah, he's a the Fahrenheit 9/11.
Yeah.
And speaking of guns again, just some short story that happened a few months back. Actually, it's not even so long ago. Not a very funny story, but it shows you that funny relationship that Americans have with guns. This family took their kid, 9-year-old girl, to a shooting range. So they have some shooting ranges where you go and learn to shoot. And they allow kids to go there and learn to shoot their first gun. Now, mind you, they gave this little girl an Uzi. So people are not familiar with Uzis.
Pinky Uzi.
It's a machine.
It can easily fire like 60 bullets or 100
in a
second.
Just in seconds.
Yes.
So this little girl obviously cannot handle. It's her first time holding a gun.
Yes.
Now the instructor is trying to show her. He's standing behind her. He's trying to show how she's supposed to hold it and how she's supposed to fight.
Now look at the fatigue he's
fires.
wearing while telling us
I
the
know.
story, you know?
Oh, he's in combat.
So,
and he's
I
ready.
know.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
So he came for the
then-
story.
So he fires a shot just to show a round just to show her how to do it.
Yes.
So while he's trying to get into position, the little girl fires a shot too. But then, so once you pull the trigger, it starts firing a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
So then, and you have that kickback. So she couldn't handle the gun, so it's going up, and she kills the guy. True story. But then the prosecutor couldn't say. They said it's involuntary manslaughter.
Yeah.
She's a kid. She didn't want to kill him, and they said, well, it was reckless from the instructor from where he was standing, and so it ended up being dismissed. But it was very sad. And now this
Of course,
poor kid
but
is traumatized for life. And the family was there videotaping the whole thing. They were very proud. Oh, our little girl's first Uzi shot.
First killing.
It was her first killing, huh?
And don't you think probably as in at times maybe their laws are just a little, way too relaxed, like from this particular article about the
Way too relaxed. What do you mean? What do you mean way too relaxed?
Let me not say even way relaxed, but it's made way too easy to acquire guns. Like here they say all you need is just your driver's license to acquire.
But
a
wait
gun.
a minute.
Just to prove that
The problem starts I mean, it's beyond that. I mean, if you put in your constitution that everyone is allowed to
carry
a gun.
that yes, you know, everything is based on there. I mean, if everything is based on a violent society.
But we have to somehow understand where it comes from. It comes from way back in the history of the United States, where that country is so vast, and it was practically impossible for them to be able to hold to keep the law in the way they were structured. So they figured, okay, let's give everyone the right to carry a gun. That was like way back in the days,
But in fact, what it meant, Lion, is that that society, that let's put it this way, that WASP society that came all the way from Europe to conquer a new continent was giving a license to kill the natives. That was
yes, very true. At some point, it became a license to kill each other.
Yes, of course.
And now what they're
once you
struggling
start
with,
and you don't have
is
natives to
because-
kill anymore.
Now what they're struggling with, it became part of their culture. So now they're unable to remove it because some people are saying, no, we have the right to bear arms, and it is our right, it is our culture, it's our way of life.
Yes.
But so now they're struggling and say, okay,
Again,
let's
it's a-
let you carry guns, but let's stop it there because now that was back in the day when they had what they used to call the Colts, where that has only 6 bullets.
Yes.
Now they have Uzis and they have that, so they are trying to draw a line to say, okay, now the army type kind of
of
weapons,
guns, you
should
cannot
not
possess
be
them.
having them at home.
Yes.
Yeah. So if
Smith
if
and
a
Wesson
thief-
is okay.
if
but
a
not
thief
Uzi.
is coming in your place, you don't need an Uzi to get rid of that person. You
Maybe
don't,
like
you don't need a
47.
bazooka.
Yeah. And you know,
You don't need a drone.
and even in the
RP.
recent past, you've seen how they've gone to homes of many guys and they find an arsenal of weapons. People with
So for them, it's
twisted
for
minds.
some, but it's not all Americans. Some people are anti-guns, but for those who have that kind of relationship,
But it's
they
a
keep
very
all the-
it's a very strange society when you think about that you put everywhere with God on outside, and then you have the guns on at the same side. It means that sounds a little bit like like ISIS and Ale and all that. It's the same story.
like now, speaking of guns, just remember that, across the border here.
Yes. Yeah.
And
Let me guess.
Which
need
left,
stuff.
right, left, right,
okay,
left, right.
keep left,
Yeah.
then turn right,
Turn right.
proceed around there. There was a very fascinating story
Yes.
of a church pastor
Uh-huh.
with a licensed gun.
Really?
What does a pastor on earth need a gun for? I thought he needs the Bible for protection.
God, not even in the Bible, it's God.
That is it. When I talk about the Bible, I mean God. Why should a priest hold a gun? Seriously, does it make any sense?
So you
Just
remind
a
me,
simple church
You
priest.
remind me of this story. This very funny comedian is called Michel Gou. He's from Ivory Coast. So most of his jokes are in French, but we can recycle them in English.
Premier goal.
So this guy is saying how he used to go to church, and the pastor was very convincing. He knew how to preach. He knew how to every story of the Bible. He had them right up in his head.
head.
Yeah.
So
Hallelujah.
one day, the church was near a forest. So one day he said, you know what? Let me see if this guy really practices what he preaches. So he follows the pastor. Then they get into a forest.
Pastor P.
Bam! They meet a lion. They say, aha, now we'll see.
lion?
Nah,
You actually, it wasn't you?
that wasn't me.
The other one.
Well,
When they
now,
caught you on the counter.
wasn't me. So anyways, so now the guy goes to hide in the bushes. See, today, not today. Let me see if this guy really practices what
What
he
he
preaches.
preaches.
So now the pastor is like, my friend, today is the death of me. Takes the Bible and starts to pray. God, omnipotent, omnipresent God, you know I have preaching your word from ever since.
Hallelujah.
Today, not today, you have to show that you are the real true God.
Amen.
Please make this lion a Christian so he may not eat me. Sure enough, while he said that,
Yeah.
the lion kneeled down and started to pray. He's like, oh, hallelujah, hallelujah. Very nice. Now the lion is praying. Today, not today.
Thank you, God, for the supper.
Omnipresent God. Thank you I was so hungry. 3 days I did not find food. I thank you so much for bringing me this meal here. And that is the whole story.
You know, there are always two angles. Huh? There is also,
two sides of the story.
The lion was also praying and got its meal. You know.
So and God is a fair God. Listens to both.
Yes,
absolutely.
both sides.
Absolutely.
You know, guys. Now like still in the US, I think.
Yeah.
You know, now from the jovial mood. I was going through.
Don't make it sad. It's a Friday.
No.
Don't make it sad.
I was just reading something on the Daily Mail. There is this white lady from Ohio that are sued a sperm donor bank for giving the family a wrong sperm. Basically, what she says is the sperm that the sperm bank sent to the family was originated from a black guy. So their 2-year born daughter is undergoing torment because the neighborhood is 98% white, and now this sperm from this black dude wherever he was, you know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
So the family is suing.
Now their daughter is facing some racism.
Basically, what they're asking,
what is that of which you speak? There are banks that keep sperm and give it to families.
and buy it. Not donation, actually. You buy.
And when you open an account, what do you get?
They actually even call it that.
You need to be a member, actually.
What do you get when you
say
open an
They
account?
give loans.
Man, you're on fire today. Must be the Wi-Fi.
That's true, by the way.
That's the Wi-Fi.
Like there's one I was reading of in somewhere in Atlanta up there, you know. This one, if you receive more than 2 sperms from that bank, the third one is
free.
Discount.
So this,
10% of the real price.
Okay.
And now a case study shows that always the third kid
Is a black one. Now let me, you know, there is this family
You guys
of little Ebony. They just settled in a white neighborhood.
Yeah.
And they're all black, of course, right? So little Ebony comes out of the house and meeting his white friend from next door, you know? And there's little Ebony is telling the white friend, like, hey, you know, we as good as you guys. We got a garden in front and in the back, and we got a car, and we got we as good as you guys. So the little white guy is going mad. And then but then little Ebony is even better than you. Because you guys got black neighbors and we don't. That was a heavy one.
Oh yeah, black people with all the noise. Don't move to Rwanda.
Okay, now let me throw you to inyarwanda.com.
What's happening there? Yeah, that would be fun.
Hey, inyarwanda.com, they're talking to us about OBJ, Obasanjo, who's decided he's gone back to school.
Really?
To get a higher degree in Christian theology.
After his diploma,
So,
Okay.
to him, you know, he says, like, learning never stops. I mean, as long as you're alive, you know, you just have to find a purpose, something to challenge you in life. Always looking better.
No, I'm very sure learning never stops, but going to school should
stop.
At some point, you know, some guys have so many degrees. You're saying, how about you stop studying and get a job for a change?
You know,
Do some gardening.
Okay, hold on. He was a president. I mean, he retired.
So he's bored. So what do I do?
But
it's very true. Before, we used to have presidents who die being presidents. Who will be presidents for life.
Yes.
Now presidents are getting there younger. So now they have all this free time.
Yes.
And then, so what is the next challenge? What's the way up? How can I move on from this?
Going to school at that age the next challenge?
You are older than the teacher. You shouldn't go to school.
I think I think what
You're the grandfather of the teacher.
But
by the way, like
probably
you saw
it
the
doesn't
Zimbabwe,
possess the
the
knowledge.
Zimbabwe news, you know.
Yes,
They awarded the wife of
Mugabe.
Mugabe.
a degree for what?
in sociology.
Sociology.
Yes.
Yes.
That
And
was
it's really caused
ridiculous,
chaos. People are up in arms
Yeah.
because
Why?
it's
Why?
like they're saying she acquired it fraudulently.
Yeah.
There are no
I'll
records
give
of,
the lady something to
there's
do.
no thesis she did. There's nothing to show that she studied for that particular degree that she was awarded.
But she's the first lady.
And
We'll cut her some slack. It's not like she's going to
and
go
then
apply
it
for
was not a
job.
honorary degree.
Yes.
It wasn't.
It was an academic degree.
It's all good in the hood because anyways, after that she's going to jail. So who cares? Really?
Going to jail. I mean,
No,
are you
but
sure
no,
about
no,
that?
no.
As long as
She's the next president, no.
Mugabe is still the president.
No,
of-
she's
No,
the next
no,
president
but
actually. So
that's why he doesn't want to leave the presidency. He knows what's waiting for him.
trouble. I tell you,
With a
that's
capital
trouble.
T.
and by the way,
But she has earned a degree living with that guy. Really? I would give her even more. I would give her a doctorate right
Not,
there.
not-
Yes.
not just sociology.
Yeah, everything. Biology too.
But you guys, I don't know. I don't know if you know. Like we've been speaking of those
what?
happenings. But yesterday, I don't know if any of you guys was watching Al Jazeera at night. They did that.
Mine is
repeat.
in Arabic, so it's kind of a challenge.
Even at night.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
man.
love watching the debates though. Wow, what is the issue here?
Any subtitles? No.
But
Why
that
are you
one,
so
that
angry?
one wasn't.
Get a chill pill.
It wasn't. It wasn't a debate. It was a repeat of some documentary they'd shown like a few weeks back. You know, it was again very sad. No, it's a Friday. You know, I know, but it was again very sad to note
Tell me more, Moses.
that slavery is up and beating and kicking in the 21st century. I don't know even if any of you guys watched that.
In
Yemen,
we didn't. But
slavery is live in Yemen. True slavery, whereby I own slaves as property. I trade slaves as property. That was
But
really sad.
even in Africa, in Mauritania,
it's happening.
presently,
yeah, present.
I didn't know that.
Of course, it has been.
But
That's-
that is the problem in this world. We pick and choose what issues we talk about,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
some
Yeah.
are swept under the rug.
Like now
Yeah.
that case, I didn't know about that. It's
Yeah,
happening
Mauri-
in Africa.
Mauri-
It-
Mauritania.
it still happens.
Well, you might not even know that French ex-colonies are still colonies. Because
No,
because
that's
they
indirect, yeah, that's
no,
indirect.
but in reality, not just in slogans.
Yeah.
I mean, none of the countries that has own central bank. So if you don't own your own currency, how can you be free? You see, but nobody
Yeah.
talks about. Like Lai was saying, we pick and
We
choose,
choose
where,
on-
you
yeah.
know,
Exactly,
and
because-
we most of the time when we in Africa, we just copy paste mainstream media. And mainstream media don't talk about that, and
Exactly.
they don't talk about slavery in Mauritania. They don't talk about them. I mean, they talk about Yemen going nuts. Everyone is on the street with guns, and God on their side, just like the U.S. But they don't talk about slavery.
They don't talk
Yeah.
about that. Seriously.
Yep.
but probably even what Boko Haram was doing when.
So
they
is the
captured
guy
those
alive or
guys.
is dead? The leader.
The leader of who?
The leader of Boko Haram claims he's alive.
No, the guy is alive, I think.
Huh?
Somewhere.
Most
Maybe he's alive in camera. Maybe I don't know, but he might
Huh?
be alive
Could,
somewhere. I
could
don't
be.
know.
He could be alive. He could be alive.
I mean, so we shouldn't trust what the Nigerian
He
army
could be alive. This
try
guy
to
could be
sell-
alive.
Huh?
He could be.
It could be.
Yeah, there are chances that he could be alive. But perfectly what you see when he did, when when they captured the girls, that's basically what it is again. Because what do they do with the girls? They go sell them. It's again just slavery, an extension of slavery.
Albert, when Albert is asking about if the guy's really dead,
Yes.
tell me, guys, the 2012 campaign slogan for the Democrats in the US, Osama bin Laden is dead, General Motors is alive,
Yeah.
But tell me, guys, whoever saw the corpse of Osama bin Laden?
But then
He's dead.
They admit.
He's dead.
no one is dead.
Normally,
Yeah,
normally,
no,
this
no one
group-
saw it. But then, if you argue it that way, then you can push it all the way and say,
Who saw Jesus-
was there
Jesus'
ever an
body?
Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
Then you can push it all the way back then and say,
Who
it was
did
just a
911?
staged
Maybe it was a-
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was some American guy that they paid to say, you just do some videos and then say that you are the worst terrorist in the world and claim everything. And then one day we'll say we killed you and then send you to live in Siberia.
Yeah.
So basically, what my point was, if the intelligence in Nigeria they're telling us that the guy is dead, so I think we should give them.
I'm not too sure it was the intelligence. I thought it was the army.
It was the, it,
Yeah,
it was- it was
actually,
the army.
when you talk about
But
the army-
mostly when so often when the leaders of these extremist groups or rebel groups or whatever, when they get they're dead, they get killed, the group would always admit or would also go on media.
Like
And-
Al-Shabaab.
and you expect a
Al-Shabaab,
response,
they
actually.
found
Yes.
they gave you a new leader.
Yeah, and they give it.
they
Yeah,
do
and
that.
again now it the new leaders become the most wanted.
and
again.
And now the
yeah.
response, trust me, you don't want to see it. To that.
And the problem that's the whole problem is that when it comes to terrorism, there's no real easy answer because of
Yes.
course you killed the head.
Yeah.
Now these guys you
Three
have
heads come
motivated
up.
them even more.
more heads
Yeah,
grow.
now you have given them a tool
gut,
to
yeah,
get
the-
to get some more recruits. So it's difficult, and yet you cannot be without killing the guy because obviously he hates your guts. So
Yeah. So if he has your guts, you better go not for the head but for the genital organ, so they won't they won't multiply.
That's a nice one.
go to the sperm bank for easy
Kill some
access.
sperm.
Get a loan.
Go get a loan.
Go get a loan. Is the central banker, by the way, ruling?
Oh, yes.
And Michael, tell me,
Yes,
where are we gonna watch the Big Brother come Sunday?
What
Big Brother.
no,
BB
No,
Africa. Where are we gonna watch that?
You know that I really don't give a rat's behind about that. In fact, if I could find somewhere where I can find a rat's behind and wrap it in gift wrap, I wouldn't give it. I don't care for Big Brother, but surely some people will watch.
Yeah.
and
the
be
likes of
entertained.
Jackie.
No, but
Yeah.
what are you
Because
guys
we're
talking
back-
about?
we're
I
back
thought we
on.
had banned that thing.
No, but we're back on now, so we have
No, but
it's
unbanned
back.
it.
Even
Oh.
if we're back on, I mean, I thought we had banned it. Why would that be really interesting? Voyeurism. Huh?
But some people like it because
Yeah,
because
voyeurism.
they're-
Most people like
Did you
it.
not see
The
that
people-
peeping Tom there? That's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
voyeurism
yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
Let us talk about the peeping Tom in, before you walk into the studio.
You missed that out.
You
He's
missed that.
looking at his neighbors and say, I should report him to the police that the wife is too noisy.
Too much noise.
That's a thought. That's a thought.
Yeah.
but so are people. So are people. And that's why they want Big Brother.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it always
so
works.
that's why
Voyeurism
it
always
attracts a
works
lot
with
of-
TV and people watch it.
Yes.
People
You know,
watch the Kardashians
in-
and they're the
in-
most
in-
boring
in-
bunch, but people keep watching because
It's incredible. And let me in the beginning when I was starting to cover as a journalist this whole region,
Yes.
there was this thing that I really saw how sick the West was, because when I was in Congo, people, it was all about voyeurism. You know, when in the
How
first
do you
war,
mean?
they,
How
they,
do you
they
mean?
say, Albert, can you put some more juice in your pictures? I mean, that means literally more blood. I could never sell any positive story because that's not voyeurism. But when they could see how low human dignity could go, you know.
But is it about the West?
No,
Is it
it's
about the
everywhere.
I know, I
Because
know.
these
But
days
they-
we have-
but they're the main consumers in those days. They were the main consumers. That
Yeah,
was my way
So
of
exactly.
But now today, exactly seeing that
We're saying the
everyone
same
wants
thing.
to go.
Now
and-
people are
and-
setting up pastors just for the pleasure
Sure of it.
of humiliating a guy.
Yes.
Because you can tell now this recent story that we're
the
talking
pastor who
about,
was
whether
caught in the act.
who was caught in the act, but the lady he's with is
She's
laughing.
just laughing, yes.
So you can
Actually.
tell she's part of the setup. You just go there, seduce the guy, take him there, and then we have a camera crew
Media
ready. Will come.
presence and all that.
So all these things, turning people to ridicule. He's a human being. He has a life. So what does it benefit us as a society to look at these kind of things?
But I think most
No, it's
people,
what-
in terms of what people would want to see, people like, unless there's a sensationalization, of that particular content, then people would say, it's boring. There's nothing there, there's nothing there for us to see, or there's nothing there for us to listen to. So people would like it, let it take an emotional kind of stretch and turn, and that's why when people want to pay attention and feel like, oh, this is great, and even taking it back to BBA, Big Brother, I even asked myself.
It almost sounds like
They're
BBC.
saying, okay, people say it's reality. People feel like it's reality TV.
Yeah.
But
Well, it comes
how real is it with the, with,
BBC
with,
comes
with,
after
with the cameras?
BBA and BBB.
By the way, guys.
So how real is it with cameras all over you and knowing there's a prize at the end of the day? So what do you have to do? Just put up some show, entertain us in one way or the other, keep us glued to the
Of course,
screens.
of course. It's
Yeah,
part
but
of it.
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money.
These fake reality shows, really, sometimes they're taken way too far.
Yes.
There was a story a few years back. I think it was not in Brazil. It's I think it was in Mexico.
Yes.
Where those drug cartels, they always have shootings amongst each other. They're always trying, those killing each
Serious,
other
yeah,
for
always.
turf wars.
Yes. Yeah.
So now this TV station had a reality show where these guys would call and say, we're just
Yeah.
about to carry out
Come
a
to
hit.
attack.
Come and film it. Yeah. So now this is just the beginning of the story. So they would go, they film it, they literally shooting these execution style. Now the other side would call them too. Say, now we need some revenge. We're going there. Come, bring your camera crew. They would go there, they would film. But then now what happens?
Part one, part
At
two.
some point, these cartels, at some point they sit down together and say, okay, let's have a truce. Now we're killing each other too fast. Now we
Let's
need
have
to
a
keep the
talk.
business going. Let's
Yes.
talk. So now this guy with his reality show, the director of that TV station, was at a loss. He said, now this show is so popular. Now you're not killing each other. There's no content. Can you believe? It's true story. Can you believe that this guy
created-
started
No
to
killings
create-
are happening.
He
No, he
created
started
this
to create. He
problems.
started to create problems for them to kill each other, so he can keep his show going. So they realized that he even ordered some hits on some people to make it look like it's those cartels are at it again.
Yeah.
Did they shoot him then?
No,
That's
they
way
didn't
too
shoot
far.
him,
Not
but the guy got jailed
arrested.
and he got arrested. At some point, they found him out because these guys, they talk to each other. They say, "What are you guys doing? We thought we had a truce." He said, "It's not us." What do you mean it's not you? It's the TV. It's the Albert of Mexico who has been he has been ordering hits on people just so he can maintain a reality
So
show.
that was for money.
So
Actually.
this is how far these things can go if you don't pay attention. This fake reality, because they are not reality shows. We
Yes.
call them reality shows.
But
But
you
indeed,
know,
they're not.
They're acted like
that.
I was I grew up watching TV, so I have that in my personal culture, and for years I thought those theories and surveys about what kind of influence TV can have on kids. Maybe because we were, but when we were watching TV, we were also at least we had people with us, our elders, who were at least interacting with us, so that we could keep what is reality and what is fiction.
Yes.
Exactly.
So I was more of a school of thoughts, thinking that it can't have too much influence on people. I mean, it should be fine if you have enough culture, enough education, enough information from
Then-
outside that box. But with the time, even when I see now this new generation with these reality shows, because before it was just fiction. I mean,
Yeah,
you will
so-
see
and you know- so you
Batman,
know, yeah.
puff, puff, things like that, Superman, and you know. But now with these reality shows, with those guys we were talking
The
about,
Kardashians.
oh my God, I cannot believe.
You can't stand them.
No, but
And yet-
what I don't understand
and
is
you
my
can't stand
kids.
them, but you can't
watching,
stop watching.
I mean,
Watching
this
TV.
generation.
Everybody's
of-
kids.
Yes.
Everybody's
yeah,
kids is
our
watching.
kids now watching that and taking that for real. And in their real life, they would have those feelings. And I say, what?
They just
I mean-
get carried away by that.
Incredible. I mean, it's even
Yeah,
worse
because
than
people-
all the, because before I was just watching those science fiction movies and all
Yes.
that, and you know these are it's just showtime, you know. But reality shows, these are
because like it doesn't make sense, you know, like a reality show showing on national TV. Then at the end of the day, what we are seeing, it's a sex thing on TV, like housemates are having sex in front of a family.
That's what I
sex-
told you. When people
on.
were
What are
so
they doing
riled
that
up
for?
because Rwanda is not in Big Brother, I told people, I say, but have you been watching these kind of shows?
Yes.
Come on.
Because and for me, it doesn't shock me too much. But knowing my people, I was like, okay, I know how you're all about culture.
Yes.
So before you be all out there with the picket fences and with the not the picket fences, that the pickets and picket fences moved to the US for that, and trying to protest that we are not in Big Brother. Maybe you need to watch Big Brother before you say anything.
Very true.
Yes.
And I don't mind it, and I'm not hating on the brother. Really, I'm rooting for him to get the dollars, and if he's ready to do what he needs to do, and I'm pretty sure he is. That is Frankie Joe.
well, it sounds like
Yeah, he looks. But he's the type, in those shows, in those fake reality shows like Big Brother, it's that kind of guy, the buff guy, the guy
Yes.
who has been in a gym one too many times.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's always about him.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
So nice,
yes.
nice, and then he'll have a good time.
Yeah, sure.
What
If you don't get the money, get the ladies.
Oh yes.
if the ladies are worth it.
Yeah, and I hope he doesn't, spoil the. Let me just ask. Now that Frankie Joe is going there,
Yeah.
did he have a girlfriend here in Rwanda?
No. He was married in Canada, but
Separated.
But why am I even saying no?
Why
I
should
don't
I?
know what this guy
Yeah,
is doing.
his personal
He's
life.
a buff guy. He has a nice future ahead of him. So why wouldn't he have girlfriends?
I pray that we know by the time he walks out of the Big Brother's house,
Yeah,
things wouldn't have changed.
It has in
back
fact been the issue a long time. Many times with Big Brother, when people get in the house, they back home they have a girlfriend, boyfriend, and then they get in the house, they get caught up in the moment, and they forget they're being watched on the whole continent. In fact, in the whole world,
Yes.
on TV. So they forget they're doing stuff. They forget about the outside world because they're cut off from it, and then it brings up some problems. Then it's breakups and tears.
No, but at the end of the day, I think they gave that, the warning, like, I'm going for a job, I'm going for a career. It's about the career. It's not about what I'm doing on TV.
Is that a job?
Yeah, it is. I could say
They're going
it
for
is.
the money, but it's not
for
just
the
the money.
money.
We can't say it's just for the money. Most people who do these reality shows are mostly going it for the fame.
For the fame, actually,
yeah,
yeah.
it's for the
And
exposure.
hope to get
yeah.
something else out of that.
Yeah.
Very true.
And we had Teta Diana here on one-on-one with
Yeah,
Eugene
with Eugene.
Anangwe.
Yeah.
And
Hi.
yeah, and she said the very same thing. She said, yeah, no, that's what she's hoping for. If she could be a candidate to have that kind of exposure, they're shooting for fame. That we can't fool ourselves. It's not just about the money.
Because I'm sure once those guys are out of now the Big Brother house, many corporates will be chasing them, to make them ambassadors or stuff like that. So that fame part of it, I think, could play too.
If you can milk it, then drink it.
All right.
Interesting.
Awesome.
One more.
And
you
finally,
have.
one more thing before we walk out of the studios.
But I can't believe this, guys. You were reading this. I'm not getting that in front of my my nose. And you have a main title: Are we going overboard with noise pollution restriction? And then there is a young guy. I won't reveal his name. That says, "No, we need some peace and quiet." At that age.
Let me see. Don't reveal the name.
No.
But let me see.
You see?
But I mean,
Yeah.
it's the newspaper.
May I
It's sold out
suggest
there.
jail?
Jail, man. At that age,
If you want
should
some
have a
peace
life
and quiet.
sentence in jail and be quiet there, and peace.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
No.
You should
But
just read
I
the
think
piece.
you
Is he
omitted
the one?
you omitted some part of the statement. That's very unfair, Albert.
Really?
At the end of it,
What
it
does
says.
say?
It says what? At the end of
Oh,
it.
he's
In
quoting
conclusion, noise pollution becomes an issue only
no.
if the police and other authorities
No, what I'm
are
saying is
targeting-
maybe the young guy forgot to put it at the end. Maybe he's in a library. I don't know. Maybe he was in a library when he wrote that.
But it's about life. It's not. It's, I mean, because that's the whole point. I mean, at that age, I mean, how old is this guy? 25, 26 maximum, or eventually 30?
Then
and he wants
he
peace,
needs some peace.
and quiet.
And quiet.
Don't get married.
Don't get kids.
It's gonna get real quiet for
You
him.
know, don't get
yeah.
neighbors.
It's gonna get real quiet for him.
Stay with the sperm bank.
Experiment some self-love, my friend.
Man, I can't believe this.
Okay, all right.
Some
then.
personal gratification.
But just this one is just on a light note, though. It's on the New Times website. This guy who does some craft work here, some pieces of craft work. It's called Kemerwa, and I think he's doing a great job. He is from Nyarutara Masel Gicumbi district, and I really like whatever he does. And this guy, apparently, what inspired him was the fact that he never even he dropped out of school at S4. And probably because of there are a number of things. His family was poor at that time. Where his village is area where he would go.
He didn't
to
want
school.
to have a
It was
career
so
like
peaceful,
Obasanjo also.
And this the match he makes out of this. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. He even says that he's been able to buy a parcel of land worth 4 million Rwandan francs. On a month averagely he makes like 350 he saves about 350,000 Rwandan francs. And
But is that on a regular basis?
Looking at what he does, do we see lots of such mindsets amongst the youthful? Because probably he's not youthful. This guy.
You're the only one watching it, so we don't even know what you're
what are you talking about, actually?
Please describe
What are you
this.
talking about?
Is this
Turn
a
the
TV?
laptop around, my friend.
Okay. Albert,
Do you have pictures?
we just have one picture. Oh, that one here.
Yeah.
And then
Does he do-
there's a piece.
What is this?
Hang on. Then there's this piece is done of Major General Fred Gisa Rwigema. Yes. And this is the kind of stuff he makes. At times he gets inspired. At times he goes out, takes photos, and then that's what he comes. He does. He does portraits. You bring him your photo. Yes, in a way.
yeah.
But it's not just it's not just that it's talent. I mean, circumstances. Back then drove him to that. It was in the 90s.
But you see,
early 90s.
The interesting thing here, the interesting part here,
Yes.
is that the guy has talent.
It's about talent.
No, but he has talent.
Yeah.
But beyond talent,
Yes.
he decided that with his talent, he can make a living.
Yes.
Because that's
The entrepreneur part now.
Yes.
Yes.
That is the interesting part that the guy at least can project himself when he says he's saving money. He can buy some land and stuff like that. That means that he can project himself in life that is not just raw talent. He's moving on because some guys out here do have talent.
Yes.
But then what to do with the talent? And then sometimes when you have talent, you're spoiled by the talent because your close friends are saying, "Wow, man, you're good. You sing good. You got a nice voice." And then what? And then what?
It gets into your head.
You sleep on that.
And you sleep on that because talent you also need to
Sharpen it.
Yeah,
You have to-
exactly.
I like that too,
And before I know you want to wrap up, but it's interesting
Already?
also on the New Times.
Man,
I
we
saw-
we
still
have
have
joined
a
the
few
union,
minutes.
man. We
Yeah.
still have 10 minutes. Or,
And it's Friday.
I'm also saying
Friday.
on the New
And bring
Times.
back the mood that you're killing it.
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
It's going down. It's going down.
I'm taking you back now to
Take
the
us back
mood.
to
Bring it
Bring
up.
it. Yeah.
There's another addition to the 5-star list in hotel. I see like the Protea hotels. They're investing, how much is that? $22 million. They're opening up a 5-star hotel in Rusizi. I think is a good thing.
in Rusizi.
Yeah, Rusizi.
Where there's a Kajera.
Rusizi district, yeah.
That's that Rusizi.
The La Plaine.
Yeah, actually, they're going to call it the Protea Kivu Marina Resort Hotel.
In the south.
In Jambuga.
Where they
Okay.
are, maybe that's why they're renovating the airport.
The airport, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense now. That makes sense.
Yeah. So you're gonna have a 5-star hospital. You're gonna have a 5-star sperm
A
bank.
5-star.
Finally. The sex
as
trade
received.
will be booming.
Cross borders. But I hope that now this time that they will open up the borders.
Alcohol and girls, my friends.
Yes.
Alcohol and girls.
Yeah.
Movement between Rusizi and Kigali now will be up there.
Yes.
Movement
Yes.
of
Weekend and back.
So, Moses, you intend to be going to these 5-star hotels or something?
I do 0.5 stars.
0.5 stars, that is what we can afford. At this
0.5
stage,
stars.
That's what he does, my
Have
friend.
you ever
He
even
say,
slept in the 5-star?
when Frankie Joe goes for the 6-pack in the gym, he goes for the 12-pack in the bar. Give me 12 bottles, my friend. I'm not trying to impress anybody here.
Sometimes it's very funny. It'd be very tough for some people to carry a whole crate, of 24 bottles with 2 hands, But 24 in your stomach, which is fun,
It's easy. It's easy.
Easy riding, my friend. Easy as Sunday morning.
It's easy.
Easy like a Sunday morning.
Lionel Richie.
Friday?
You certainly have listened to that, huh? All right. So, guys.
Well, come on,
Well,
man.
I think
it's
I just-
slowing
I just-
down, man.
No.
It's slowing down.
It's not that it's slowing down, but
so on.
yeah,
There's
but
more sad stories than fun
yes,
stories.
yeah.
That's
There
the
isn't
problem.
much.
That's a challenge of
Yeah, there
Friday.
isn't much of
By the way, is that thing real? I heard that.
What is real?
What is real?
The Gigaman Jay-Z is investing
What?
in Kampala.
opening
Is that
a
thing
club.
I don't know.
Maybe not.
He's opening a club.
Maybe not.
Kampala. No.
Heard about
No,
it.
but
I should care. You know why? I should care.
Because you go to
Why?
East Africa.
It's a happening city. That's why maybe he's going to open a club over there.
Maybe-
Yeah.
also-
What he
okay.
has done is maybe like a background research. and
Is,
stuff.
is that a way to say you are living
Well,
as soon?
I'm
You're moving to
I'm
Kampala?
sure he would never come to Kigali with the noise,
now he
with
got
the
the
noise
point.
policy.
He got the point.
If he
That's for
comes,
sure.
if he comes,
If
I will be the first one there at the airport saying, no, my friend.
We don't get
Here,
that
no,
here.
You'll end up in
Are you sure?
Because
Did you mean Luanda?
You could imagine actually they kind of buzz like the Jay-Z club could have, like, there's another one, a local bar. I can say a local bar somewhere in the Kampala suburb. It's owned by Chameleon. But that thing of being owned by Chameleon itself, the kind of crazy stuff that happens in that pub. You could now imagine if Jay-Z opened up something in Kampala.
But Kampala is already crazy. I mean, you don't
it's
even have to
crazy.
tell me about the Chameleon bar, because the whole, I mean, people come, move, they come here, they visit the gorillas, and then they go for the crazy part to Kampala. So I understand that Jay-Z.
Or they come here for the business talk. They cross the border to go.
It's just a small business, because the real business, you discuss it in a crazy
Now,
environment.
you're speaking of Jay-Z. I was watching this show that he had with Beyonce, with his wife, and watching it and watching her the chemistry between those two. Then it got me thinking, if that whole hoopla before was not just something they staged themselves just to get themselves to be talked about a lot in the news in anticipation of what they were going to do. I was watching
could
that
be,
show.
it could be,
I said,
it could be.
this is Hollywood at work.
And,
These guys, this whole elevator thing with Solange and stuff like that, these guys could have just easily staged that so that you keep talking about us, keep
were
talking
clearing
about a
the highway
breakup,
actually
keep
for the
talking
ride.
about some confusion with the bodyguard with the kid, and then it all builds up to getting to have a full stadium there in anticipation to see what would these guys do. And it was a good show, by the way. But now I'm looking at it and saying, nah, that's America at work right there. Yeah, these guys know how to
really
stage.
now- Hollywood. Those guys go
busted.
overboard. They
I'm
go-
busted here because I must have missed some steps. I
Okay,
don't know.
Jay-Z,
Yes.
big millionaire, probably billionaire, superstar rapper.
Yeah. What else does he need?
Beyonce.
He wants to go back to school.
I know. You never stop learning. so anyway, so these guys,
okay.
so
They had a beef?
the Knowles, not
No,
no
there's been that
less.
buzz out there.
So these guys, these past couple of days, there was talk of breakup and stuff like that. There was a fight that was captured allegedly by a camera in an elevator between Jay-Z and his sister-in-law,
Yeah.
Solange. And it was alleged that it was a fight about some other girl that Jay-Z was eyeing or something like that. Why she's the one fighting and not Beyonce is beyond me. So anyways, so this whole hoopla brought a whole lot of stories about a breakup, about Beyonce allegedly
I don't know,
looking
the
for a
tattoo is
apartment,
off the
for a house
finger,
for herself,
what?
that
It
she
was-
has been getting busy with the bodyguard and stuff like that. That maybe the kid is not even hers, his, and all these kind of stories. So now I was watching that show and I say, these guys, they got us. I am very sure now. Just in my head, I was just looking at it and said, my friends, this is Hollywood. They have staged this whole thing in anticipation of what they knew
In
they were going
preparation.
All
to
right.
do.
So what is
Right.
next then? After this, what they
Oh, they're smiling all the way to the
Happily ever
bank.
after.
And not the
At
sperm
Lotus
bank.
Bank.
They don't need that one.
They're gonna have 3 for 1.
Okay, guys, so let me shortly just bring you up to speed in terms of there's an event I'm seeing here, peace building film screening over the weekend, happening at Kigali Genocide Memorial. Entrance is free. It's on Saturday, so for those of you who have time, you can definitely attend this over the weekend.
I didn't know you have the events
And,
diary.
Okay,
more
when
and
you're
more
talking
and more
about events, I was hoping for a happier one. Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know what happy means to you.
Well, going
It's-
to a genocide memorial is not part of the happy
Yeah,
moments of my life.
It's a peace building film screen. Come on.
It is not happy.
Where is it happening?
It is peace building,
Peace
but it's not
building.
happy building.
What's sad about peace?
And
Okay.
you know when
guys.
people tell you that they build peace and stuff like that, sometimes those kind of slogans don't really pull me. Peacekeeping, peace.
No, but
building,
you
peace
see,
whatever.
especially especially in Rwanda, you know, all of these years we've had so many NGOs coming in the region, and they always want to link us and to put us in connection with another project that they have in Burundi or in Congo. It's especially francophone NGOs, and it's always like, and it's about peace building, and we say, but guys, for the last 20 years here, we know exactly what we're building. You know, so you put this in the equation like we in the same situation as somewhere else, which is never the case. And even me, I got
and this
tired
thing
of,
that
of those slogans.
because
you know?
does it help?
But because
does
we
it
walk
really
the
build
talk,
any peace?
or we talk
Yeah.
the walk.
No, because they bring in money and we're like, okay, well, what the hell?
Yeah.
But
No, but not at any
but
price.
It shouldn't be.
Not
yeah,
at any
yeah, no,
price.
I agree.
Not
I
at-
agree.
no.
For me, I don't like slogans.
Yeah.
Okay,
Reality
so,
shows.
Yeah, that's your take, and that wraps it up for this week's edition of News Review. Thanks a lot to our listeners out there who've been tuning in every morning to listen to this show. Again, as usual, we'll do this starting next week on Monday, talking about much more serious issues, whatever happens over the weekend. Let us know your comments, your suggestions, your ideas on our Facebook page, which is 89.7 Contact FM. I've been the host of the show, Michael Kiche, and
But make
as we
sure
wrap it up, Moses.
make sure you have the right spelling of Wi-Fi.
And by the way, if you're taking your wife out today,
Hey.
don't take her where you hang out with the guys. Discover new places.
It's a no! Guys!
And don't take the cab that you usually take. When you're out.
Exactly.
All right. Do have a great weekend. Have fun there, but enjoy responsibly.
Yes.
See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.